Hello everyone. It's been a minute. It's been a week, good week and a half. Still no update on the job. Still searching, but hoping this week I can get in, cause I got one more week. Sorry, I gotta cut this down. Cut that 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 down. All right. So I got a week and a half left before I have to show up for drill. I've tried to explain to them, my financial issue right now, but you said, they said no excuses. Sign the contract, figure out a way to get up here. So yeah, trying to figure it out so I can be able to show up, no issues. I hope I don't think I'll be able to make an AT video. I could always get a GoPro. I hope I have a job by then, bro. Bro, this job thing is so crazy. Cause tell me why I applied for Walmart, I applied for Lowe's, Home Depot, applied for security at a hospital. Applied for security, applied for and I applied at Pilgrims. Good old Pilgrims. That's where my nana works. She works in a different area. They have a diesel mechanic option there. And I was asking my nana. She was like, I told her about it, that it could help me with my 91 Bravo side as well. Because, they work on diesel mechanics and we work on diesel mechanics. So maybe whatever I learn here, I can take over there to the field. But she was like, you don't need to be working over there. It's not good over there. So I appreciate her letting me know ahead of time. It was $21 an hour, so it would have been a good deal for me. But if the environment over there isn't great, then I probably wouldn't have lasted long. So instead, she offered a safety coordinator at Pilgrims. Hopefully I can get it. I just basically enforce safety. What is it? Yeah, enforce. There's different words for it, but basically I just make sure everyone's using their safety gear. Staying safe. We'll call it like that. Everything else, I want to do some more IRLs, but even more, I want to do some more gaming. But for today, I'm going to try to give y'all the best I can for the first game. I've been debating on what game to play. I don't know if any of y'all know anything about Elden Ring, but Elden Ring is a top tier game. I think I told you the first time I wanted to try and play Wukong one day. The full playthrough of it. But the creators of Elden Ring made that game as well. And if you've played Elden Ring, then you know what I'm talking about. But today, Elden Ring, nightrein. So, before we get started, please grab your snacks and drinks, take seats, and enjoy the show. So, I don't even know where to start or how to start this. I hate that whenever I have an idea or I'm sitting here having a conversation with myself, I'm like, yeah, let me talk to y'all about it. Or really it's like talking to myself. I think about things, and when I try to put it into words, I don't know how. It doesn't come out right. I don't know why I'm so nervous about posting content. I've already started. Before starting this, I was already doing it beforehand. If you go back and see like the 3 year ago videos, 4 year, however long, I get ready to turn on my camera, start it up, and then it's just like all the words, the things I'm gonna say just disappear. You know, I really do want to make content. I want this to work. I love to play video games, and so I want this to work. I want to be able to play video games with y'all. I want to be able to just have a good time in general, and be able to record it and enjoy it, if that makes sense. I want to start posting on social media, but again, I'm nervous for some odd reason. You know, I don't know why, because, you know, there's already a few people who recognize me in IRLs. You know, a few friends from high school. You know, but it's not like they're being negative or anything. You know, they were, you know, encouraging. Or one of them was saying hi. The other one gave me an emoji for my video, which I do appreciate. Thank you. But I don't know, man. It's just like posting that first video. It's kind of nerve-wracking. You know, you never know who's gonna end up finding it. Could be your pawpaw, could be your uncle, could be your mom, nana, brothers. You know, the whole point of this was just kind of to keep it on the down low. But you know, I'm trying to receive views. You know, so I can't exactly expect to keep it on the down low. I mean, it technically does, you know, until I guess I reach a certain amount of people interested in my videos, I guess. I guess that's when people start getting recommended videos when they go on YouTube. Anyway, I had made a video the other day, and it was a little difficult because my recording time was only for 4 minutes. I still don't have that capture card or anything that I'm supposed to have. It was difficult because I had to stop and start. Next thing you know, I'm like, oh, the video is finally done. Alright, let me go and get it. Oh, I recorded it on the wrong account. Because my main account, the Microsoft account that's connected to this account, the Microsoft account that's also for Xbox, my main account, has been disabled. And I've been trying to get it back yet. I don't know what else to do. So that's why I used my second account to record, because I have the Xbox app for it, so I can export videos and be able to upload them on my laptop. But besides that, yeah, I recorded it on the wrong account, so now I gotta do that again. I mean, it's not that, like, the fact that, oh, I have to play the game again. No, it's just that I have to do that process again. You know, I love playing nightrein. Nightrein's fun. You know, and some other games that I do want to play later on in the future. I'm thinking about maybe doing streaming under a different name. It's only because the streaming thing, my account, it won't let me use my main again, so I have to do it under a different name. So I did like support player, and I kind of like mess with the words a little bit so they'll be able to let me use it. But that's the Twitch name I'm using currently. I haven't started doing it yet, but I'm thinking maybe if I do that instead, it'll make it easier for me to just press record and it'll keep going, and I can export the live stream to my laptop if it records it that way, right? Yeah, it should. I haven't tried it yet. You know, I'm just kind of pouring out my ideas to y'all. You know, try to get something out of it. Try and get comfortable with the camera, because every time I turn it on, it's just, mind goes blank. Still looking for a job, though. I've gotten one call back out of like the 10 positions I applied for. I've been calling up pilgrims, like a safety coordinator, hospital security, just, you know, trying to get a good paying job, because I do have to go to drill next week, And I don't have the necessary funds to get there. And Nana's already been paying stuff off for me. Papa has already given me money, and I don't like asking for money, man. I don't. After drill, I come back, and then I have AT right after that, which is an annual training for 2 weeks. That should be fun. But yeah, as you can see, I'm not exactly in the best, how do I put that? I'm not exactly doing my best, but you know, I know what I want to do. I'm just it's a slow process. It's definitely a slow process. But yeah, I gotta record that video again for nightrein. I appreciate if I can get a few more comments. You know, of course, what y'all have been doing helps. It really does. Boy, do I want this to work. I have a Discord, I have YouTube, I have Instagram, and now I have Twitch. Everything, if y'all want to, you know, support me through any of those other social medias, I will put them in my bio. Pretty sure I already have my Instagram one on there. I just haven't started posting anything yet because I don't exactly know what to post, and again, being nervous. Yeah, I don't know what to post on there because it's like vibing on YouTube. It's a Discord for people that want to comment, give content ideas, games, whatever. And then there's another part on the Discord that is like for something else that I want to do, which I hope I do one day get to do, which require funds that I do not have. Anywho, that's all I have as of right now. I gotta go pick up my Uncle T and go on about my day. You know, it's just, I don't know, disappointing. It's sad, freaking frustrating. You know, I'm not even upset with anyone. It's more like upset with myself as to like, how can I let myself get this far and not have achieved anything? 20 years old, halfway, 4 months into the new year. My Nana still working harder than ever, paying off everything. Lost my freaking job. Yeah. But you know, I'll get through it though. Yeah. If you made it through this entire video, you know, I'm probably gonna put the beginning of that last video I started to this because that video never happened. I'm just gonna put those two together, make a video out of it. I'm gonna do the recording again, and then go on for there. So probably expect the next video to be a video game, hopefully. I might try the live streaming idea. Hopefully it like records it, I can export it to my phone and whatnot, and to my laptop, and that will work. I hope that works. I hope that's how it works. I haven't tried it yet, but I've made the account, and I think that's how I'm gonna do that. Yeah. Again, if you made it through this entire video, thank you again. I really do appreciate it.